Can't you see? I'm thinking about food. It's almost lunchtime. But what I'm really waiting for, man, Christmas feast, the holidays. Thinking about food. That's right. Oh man, you know what's a bummer though? We're not going to be able to get together for our Big Mac feast with staff, with students, but I got an idea. Come on, follow me. It's perfect! I gotta go get this in the mail. Mail!
Oh, what do we have here? Virtual chalk art feast. That sounds interesting. Wonder what I should bring.
Mail!
Oh my gosh. What is this? Virtual chalk art feast. Oh, that sounds interesting. I wonder what I should bring.
Mail!
Oh. Virtual chalk art feast. That sounds interesting. I wonder what I should bring.
Mail!
Oh, thank you. Virtual chalk art feast. I know what I'm gonna bring.
Hey, did you get the invite?
I did.
What are you gonna bring?
I am actually going to bring a homemade pot of gumbo. Me and my family have it every year. It's full of shrimp, crab, chicken, and sausage.
Ooh, yummy.
Spicy.
Sounds
It's
good.
so good. Yeah, what about you?
I'm gonna bring maybe these cheesy macaroni and cheese yam egg rolls with some soy sauce and maybe some green onions and a little sugar in there for the dipping sauce.
Yummy.
Interesting. It's gonna be
Nice.
fun.
I can't wait.
Hey guys, well at MAP headquarters, that means my office. Hey, something looks odd around here. It's the holiday season. I know what it is. That's better, much better. Hey guys, well I'm here to talk about, before we have our chalk art feast, something that is greatly honored during this time of season, the holiday season. I'm here to talk about traditions, something greatly honored, something we all do. You may ask, traditions? What's traditions? Glad you asked. Well, I kind of asked the question, but I'm going to answer it. So what are traditions? Traditions are customs or beliefs that are passed on by generation to generation. Boop. You see it right there, the definition. Traditions are customs or beliefs passed on from generation to generation. Now, during Christmas and the holiday season, this time, we see many traditions that are passed down, those customs and beliefs from generation to generation. Now, a generation, what is a generation? Well, I'm going to tell you. A generation is a group of people born or living around the same time. So if you were to hear somebody say, hey, back in my day, I know a lot of parents say that, I say that now to your kids, that means my generation. So that's kind of a phrase we all use. So it would be, a generation would be, say, your grandparents, maybe your great-grandparents, your grandparents, your parents, and then you guys. You guys are a generation. So traditions are often passed down from great-grandparents to the grandparents, grandparents to the parents, parents to you guys, and so on when you guys have families. This time of year is filled with a lot of tradition. Traditions that are usually honored at a celebration. At that celebration usually is a feast to commemorate the occasion. At that feast, one of the greatest traditions is passed on. That during the meal. Oftentimes, what you eat. Now, usually during this time of year, we would be gathering together at school sites with one another so we could have a meal, a feast, break bread together. Unfortunately, this year poses many different challenges, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't stop the traditions that we share. Now, our goal today is to celebrate and have an experience with one another, celebrating those traditions that are oh so special during this time of season. Now, our celebration is going to be commemorated by a feast. This feast is going to be a little different. May not be in person. And dealing with real food, we're going to get creative. We're going to do it sidewalk chalk style. And I'm going to tell you how we're going to do it next. That's me. That's a picture of me thinking about my family's favorite traditional dish. That's what you are going to do first. Think of your family's favorite dish during the Christmas and holiday season. Once you've got it, you will then take your sidewalk chalk and draw your family's favorite traditional dish. I'm drawing a casserole dish with my mom's amazing cheese potatoes. This was a recipe handed down by my grandmother to my mom. It includes a homemade cheese sauce with a couple of secret ingredients poured over thick sliced potatoes and baked in the oven until golden brown. They are warm, creamy, cheesy, and delicious. I plan to keep this tradition alive because I know the recipe and can pass it down to my nieces and nephews. Now make sure to make your dish big enough so everyone can see and enjoy in on the feast. Now we want you to share with us your family's favorite dish. So grab your sidewalk chalk and draw your family's favorite dish. Now the goal of this activity was for us to share our traditions with one another. Now remember, traditions are customs and beliefs that are passed down from generation to generation. We look so forward to seeing the traditions that you guys pass down in your family. Along with sending your artwork, please answer these 4 questions and tell us, what is the name of your dish? What are some of the key ingredients in your dish and how does it taste? How does your dish represent your family? And how do you plan on passing on this tradition? Remember, please send to map@cityofmontclair.org. I said map@cityofmontclair.org. Hey, you know what? I gotta go. I got some guests coming. I could see a Zoom thing coming right now. I gotta go, guys. Hey, happy holidays. Merry Christmas. I got guests coming for the virtual chalk art feast. See you guys. Hey, Miss Kayla.
Hey!
How's it going?
Good, good.
Hey, thanks for coming to the chalk art feast.
Oh, of course. I can't wait.
Hey, so tell me, what's the name of the dish you brought?
It's actually a seafood gumbo.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's good stuff. What are some of the ingredients in your dish, or tell me how it tastes?
Okay, so it's shrimp, crab, it's sausage and chicken, green onions, and it's like spicy and savory. It's really good. It's like a soup.
Oh man, my mouth's watering. That's fantastic. Mm-hmm. Why does your dish represent you and your family?
Well, it's been a tradition since forever. And we're Creole, so it's a Creole dish from Louisiana.
Awesome, perfect. Now, how do you plan on keeping this tradition going and passing it on from generation to generation?
Well, I definitely need to learn the recipe from my mom and cook it for my family one day.
Awesome, cool. Thanks for coming, Miss Kayla.
All right, see you guys there.
Hey, Miss Nicole, it's so great to see you.
You too.
Hey, thanks for coming to the chalk art feast. Can you tell me what you brought?
Ooh, I'm gonna bring some yam mac egg rolls.
Woo! That sounds awesome. A little fusion going on there.
You know, it's gonna be delicious.
Yeah. Hey, can you tell me what are some of the ingredients in your dish and tell me how it tastes?
We have mac and cheese. You have the sweet yams, and then you make your dipping sauce on the side. You wrap all that up in the egg roll, and it's a sweet, tangy, little soy sauce taste. All this combustion in your mouth. It's so good. So good.
Man, I can't wait to try it. Oh my gosh, I'm
Yeah.
trying it right now in my head. It sounds
Can you taste it?
I can taste it. So, now how does this dish represent you and your family?
Well, this year I'm starting a new tradition with my son. I have a 3-year-old. So we're gonna just start our own little thing, and I'll pass it down to him.
Awesome, that's cool. So he's gonna probably pass it down to generation onto the next generation.
We'll
huh?
see. We will see how many kids he has. We'll see.
All right. Hey, thanks, Nicole. Miss Nicole for coming.
No
Awesome.
problem. See you there.
See ya.
Bye.
Hey, Miss Crystal, welcome.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing great. Hey, so thank you for coming to the Chalk Art Feast.
Sure, no problem. Sounds good.
Yeah, I know we all couldn't get together for our big feast, so it's great to see you and we could do this virtually.
Yeah, sounds good. I can't wait.
So, hey, what did you bring? What's your dish?
I brought a tray of sugar cookies.
Oh, man, I love sugar cookies. That's the best breakfast for the day after Christmas, too.
That works too.
Yeah, so what are some of the ingredients in your dish? How does it taste?
Well, I used sugar and butter, and they're nice light and fluffy with a little bit of sugar. They taste really good.
Oh man, that's awesome. With a cup of coffee, you gonna taste good with a cup of coffee?
Or hot chocolate.
Yeah, all right. That sounds great. Hey, how does this dish represent you or your family?
Well, I know that I used to do it with my mom when I was a child, and now we do it with all the children in the family. We gather around and we put all the ingredients in, and then the children come around and we around the table and we decorate and we put sprinkles and icing and all. It's a fun way for us to get together with the children.
Oh man, so would you say it's a tradition?
Of course it is. We do it every year.
That's so awesome. Now, what would you said you do it with your kids? What would they do to pass on the tradition?
Well, I think I can help them out with that because I can put all the recipes together in a cookbook or in a baking book, and they can take it with them and pass it on to their children and do it right before Christmas.
That's awesome. Hey, and if these recipes aren't a secret recipe, I would love to get them.
Sure,
So,
I'll pass them on to you too.
that's awesome. Hey, Crystal, well, thanks for joining. Thank you very much. Great seeing you.
Sure, no problem. Take care. Bye.
Miss Britzenia, how are you?
Hi, I'm well. What about you?
Hey, I'm doing great. Fantastic. Thank you for coming to our virtual chalk art feast.
I had a lot of fun.
Man, hey, can you tell us the dish you brought?
I brought tamales, also known as tamales.
Oh, man, that's a lot of people's favorite dish. I love them too. Hey, can you tell me what are the ingredients you put in tamales and how do they taste?
So we make it with maize dough, and typically we put in a filling. Sometimes it could be sweet or spicy, and you could use various types of meat, or you could exclude meat. We like to put in chicken or pork.
Oh man, all that stuff sounds so good. Now, what is your favorite tamale? Do you like the sweet, the savory, what?
I kind of like the spicy chicken tamales. I find them a little bit more comforting.
Okay, you know what?
Which ones are they?
All of them, all of them. All right. Hey, now, how does this dish represent you and your family?
So it represents me and my family because it always reminds me of home, of every year, kind of like of our growing up in the kitchen, kind of like just being around there, walking in the kitchen, seeing my mom and my grandma be cooking, and it kind of just like brings back a lot of memories.
Oh, that is awesome. Now, what are you going to do to make sure that this tradition is passed on from generation to generation?
So I still kind of help out at the kitchen. I walk in and now I'm part of the people cooking. We have various stations there. So the day of before Christmas, we go ahead and start prepping the tamales and we start working. It takes a couple of hours, a lot of work, but they're delicious and totally worth it.
That's awesome. I bet they are. They look great. Thank you, Miss Britzenia, for coming to our Chalk Art Feast. It was wonderful seeing you.
It was nice seeing you too.
Hey, bye.
Bye.
Now I have a challenge for you. The family you won't see during this Christmas or holiday season, get them involved. Have a virtual Chalk Art Feast with them. Have them draw their favorite dish of their choice that represents their family. Have them answer the same questions that you had to answer, and they could send photos and videos to you on your email. Hey guys, we'll see you next time. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.